I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us yet for another week of your favorite competition show ever to hit the screens. That would be Celebrity Feud, Celebrity Family Feud with Steve Harvey, Season 6, Episode 4. We are so excited. I think this was probably my favorite one so far of the season. What about you, Eric?
Well, I do have a bias for RuPaul, so I can't give it that title, but I will say that this was, I don't even know if I want to say it was the most energetic one because last one was so good, but I really enjoyed it. It was like a cookout, a good family reunion.
Yes, it was so much fun, and it brought back memories as well, too. It was so much fun seeing Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, interact and talk and everything like that. And Tashina Arnold was in there, too. I love her. I love her and her daughter. So I was rooting for them the entire time. Who'd you have on this round? Me too. Well, okay. We have to talk about the first question that was asked, which was, what roller coaster ride would you describe your love life to be? And for some people, they said the merry-go-round and Space Mountain, which I was a little bit confused about. But what about you, Eric? Okay, it seems like we might have lost him.
Oh, girl, the ghetto. I was like, mannequin challenge. Like, what? Wait, what's going on? We're going to fix this right now. There we go. Okay, girl, it's nice to see you again. You look good.
Thank you. Okay. So
I was saying, I know one of the panelists personally, Shion McKinney. He actually lives in the building that I do my 9 to 5.
What?
Yeah, and he's so dope. Like, Shion, shout outs to Shion. I saw you getting answers. I don't think you got anything wrong. I see you, Playboy. Get this money.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was biased to the Seds team.
I love Cedric's team. I mean, it was a really good game. But even Wayne Brady, his team, first of all, let's talk about the drama that happened in the beginning.
Girl, let's talk.
Wayne Brady's, I think she's the executive producer, but she's also his ex-wife. On top of that, Jason is her boyfriend.
Yes. And Jason,
it just kept going down the line. I thought someone else was going to say, yeah. And I'm her like ex-fiance or something. I was gonna say, whoa, this is just gonna be too much. This is gonna be just too much for me.
I love a good scandal, okay?
Okay, good that scandal. Was definitely a scandal.
Absolutely. And I love that the other team was able to play off of it. Like, I like that everyone was just in on the joke. It was so lighthearted, and it felt like everyone in there had met at least once before that because the vibe was so good. So I really enjoyed this show all in all.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And we've got to talk about the first question that they asked, which was, what roller coaster ride would describe your love life? First off, I want to know, what roller coaster ride describes your love life right
now? Which one is the most flat to the ground? Honestly, girl, I feel like my love life right now is waiting in line to get on the ride.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Very relatable.
I would say it's very difficult for me to say because it's between like a water slide and like the lazy river because I'm really just, like it's very in between.
The lazy river is comfortable though. At least it's comfortable.
It's chilling, Yeah. It's pretty fun, I mean, it's decent.
It's cool.
It's a great time. It's always the one that you always have to come back to. We'll just put
right.
okay, the ride that you can't go home without. Okay, at least doing at least once. So from there, have you ever been on like Space Mountain?
That was so specific when Wayne Brady first said it. I was like, okay. And I actually thought he wouldn't get the point because it was so specific. Because they marked it up as roller coaster. And I'm like, oh, that's what Space Mountain is?
I don't know I don't know. Also, I'm not the biggest roller coaster gal. So
you don't like roller coasters?
My friend, no, not for real. I've gotten stuck on a roller coaster before. I've gotten stuck on a Ferris wheel before. And the roller coaster was going backwards. So I don't think I should, roller coasters too much. Yeah, so they're not for me particularly. So I'm glad I wasn't playing on their team because you would have lost with me. I would have said the teacup, the horse that goes around, whatever that is. Merry-go-round. Oh, they did say that. So
they did.
There you go.
That was a good answer, opposed to some of the other ones that was on there. And
Cedric said the bumper cars.
At this point, I think he was just like taking a stab in the dark because like after Space Mountain was up there, I'm like, I don't know how many options is left. And this is the thing, like amusement parks are regional and not all amusement parks can look the same. Like not everyone has a Six Flags. So it's like, okay, it can really be anything on this board. I think he was trying to go for common answers that people would just say. So when he said bumper cars, I was like, okay, because what else could be on this list, honestly?
They obviously train was on there, and I didn't know what kind. Does that mean it's slow?
So now, when I first heard that someone's love life is like a train, this is a family show, so I'm really trying to like. But I was like, your love life is like a train. Well, why? Find
I
one
don't even
and
know
settle
what that
down.
means.
We gonna talk off air because I just we gonna talk off air. We cannot.
Wait a minute. It just came in my mind. Wow. Next question. I'm a little slow on that one. So next question. The next question was, a woman wouldn't want to have the largest what? For me, some of the answers like boobs and butt. Are you kidding me? No, I would love that. Okay.
You gotta think about it though. Define the largest. Think of the largest possible breasts you can have. Don't think like, oh, I'm thick. Don't think Meg the Stallion. Think I'm disproportionately large up top and I'm disproportionately large at the bottom. Like everything is the biggest. Out of everybody on earth, I have the largest. Imagine. Okay. Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Your back would kill you. You would slither. Your back would kill you.
Okay. You got
I feel you trying to be slim thick. I get the vibes, but like they was like, if you really think about what it looks like on some freak show stuff, it's ridiculous.
Okay, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. But then one of the other contestants said ankles.
And that was the first answer that came out her mouth. This was the executive producer, Wayne Brady's ex-wife. And I was like, girl, do you have some insecurity issues with your ankles? Why is that the first thing that you're thinking of?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first thing, but I could see it being on the board. But because
answer 7.
You know what I was thinking was back or arms.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't like imagine walking down the street and someone's like, yo, what's good, big back? Like, look at your face. You see how offended you are? Imagine.
Yeah, like a big, a big back, or I guess that would be a wide back.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. Big arms. Yeah, that's my biggest thing is like arms. Like I'm literally outside of my comfort zone right now, even wearing this top right now. Cause like for me, it's just arms, like big arms is just something that I just don't.
You look good.
Well, thank you. But that's just some of the answers I was thinking. And then Max Greenfield said, student loan debt.
Was that a throwaway? Like, was he trying to be funny? Why? Like, are we talking? I know that the question didn't specifically say human body parts, but why would anybody think to answer the biggest student loan debt? Wayne Brady, your team needed these points, and you sat there and played in their face.
Oh,
Actually,
no,
that happened after they came out.
That was
No, that was
Cedric's
Wayne.
team.
That was Wayne. I
I
kid you
thought
not.
it was Max who said student loan.
Wayne came out and was like a student loan debt. And then that's why Cedric made fun of it later. And Steve Harvey too. That's why I was looking at him like, Wayne, what? Like, and his team came out the huddle and said that. This is what y'all spoke about in times of distress. That's what y'all come up with? Girl.
What's another one? What's another one you would say?
The biggest, I mean, I thought boobs too. Once I like got my mind out of like, you know, stereotypic America type thing. Like once I really got dramatic with it, I was like, oh yeah, no woman wants like ridiculously large breasts and stuff. I thought a stomach, of course.
Oh yeah, stomach gut was on there.
Yeah. Especially being in LA, the land of the pretty people. You know, nobody wants a huge stomach.
Okay. It has to be flat like the wall.
Right. It turns sideways, nobody can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then which one did I, because it was tough at this point. Like when you get to the nitty gritty of it and you don't have no more answers, you just throwing things out there. So
elbows.
Right. Tashina Arnold said forehead, and I was like, yeah, because people was going.
Forehead would be on there. I thought forehead would be on there. To be honest,
remember when people used to go in on Tyra Banks's forehead?
Yes, that's why I was thinking. You know, forehead.
Mm-hmm. But
now,
that didn't make the cut.
Now, ladies, if you have a really big forehead, it's in because then you can really lay down your lace front wigs way better because you have forehead room.
Mm-hmm. And baby hairs are all the rage, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, let's not forget the luxury of a bang. There are ways in 2020.
Okay, maybe having a big forehead is not bad.
Right.
I know in school we used to measure ours. Please comment below if you used to measure your forehead with your fingers. Because we used to measure them and then I think the thumb couldn't count. It was like things like that.
Is it because it's supposed to be 4 fingers?
Yeah, I guess so. It's supposed to be like 4 fingers, but if you have to add more, you just do that.
Kids are so cruel.
Okay, but now we're lit. And speaking of being lit, the question of name something that gets lit. The first thing I thought about was me when they said it.
You know, I was with you. I was like, yeah, obviously that's number one. I should have known it wasn't number one. But
I thought that was so creative, and that's why but they said the club, so I was like, okay. Yeah. What's something that came to your mind?
Outside of myself, I said a match. And it took them too long to get it right because that was like the last correct answer that was said. And I was just like, yeah, obviously once because what was the first thing that they said? Was it an oven?
Something like that. I was thinking the answer that wasn't on there that I was thinking was the fire, like the wood, like campfire. Yeah. I think someone did say that and it wasn't on the board. I'm like, what are y'all lighting?
Right. When the guy was talking about like the barbecue pits and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that would be on there too, the barbecue pit.
I think it just depends on like how many people in the survey actually do cookouts and stuff. Like, because if you don't, then that's not going to be at the top of your mind. You're supposed to guess what America thinks. So it's like, okay.
That is true.
Right. So I got match. I didn't think of a cigarette just because, but it made sense. Once I heard cigarette, I was like, okay, match has to be up there. I think I had initially read the question wrong. Like, name something that gets lit. So I'm like, okay, what gets like set on fire? But then I was like, oh, like what? It's the phrasing that be throwing me off with Family Feud sometimes. Like the phrasing makes all the difference on how you answer a question.
I'm thinking, how creative do we want to get?
Right. You saw me talking about the real thing and us.
And we can't forget also, from there, we also had the infamous 2 reality crews, Jersey Shore as well as The Hills. I watched The Hills a lot growing up. Did you ever watch The Hills?
Not The Hills. I gave Jersey Shore some time, but then I realized that this was like problematic for me.
Really?
Yeah, girl. Jersey Shore makes me look at my life like, wow, okay, let's clean it up.
I feel like everyone has watched Jersey Shore and has loved it, or The Hills. I love The Hills. You know, I knew Lauren wasn't gonna come back on because of the whole like Heidi and Spencer drama and everything. I even bought Lauren Conrad's book. Like I literally kind of loved her when I was like, you know, a super fan of watching the show.
Wow.
So shout out to you, Lauren, if
Free
you are
promo.
watching. What'd you say?
Free promo.
Okay. Lauren, if you're watching and if you need someone to play Family Feud with, hit me up.
That'd be cute.
Okay.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, but they had the whole crew on there. They had Whitney, they had you know, Heidi and Spencer, just the whole crew. And then even on the Jersey Shore team, we had I thought they were gonna invite Pauly D. Maybe he was busy, but like, you know, DJing a quarantine party.
Yeah, I really something. I just hope Pauly D is not in trouble. Like that's all I'm asking. Like just stay on the straight and narrow. Like do your quarantine parties. But it was good. It's iconic. Like I like that this round of Celebrity Family Feud is trying to get like the most nostalgic of people for the show, because that way when you watch it you're more invested, because it's like, oh, I remember you when you were just like young and dumb, and now you're like a little more refined and you got your business hat on, and it's cute.
It's definitely different, and I love to see it, and it's so much fun watching them. Like I said, this episode was jam-packed to me. I loved it. It's probably my favorite out of all the episodes. One of my favorite questions that they asked was, what instrument should a man master if he wants to, you know, show his love skills? And some of the answers are like saxophone,
always
piano.
sexy.
First of all, their voice wasn't on there. That was the first thing I thought of. Like, if you have a bomb voice,
right?
Why isn't it on, like what?
Serenade me. Give me some New Edition, some 112. Like, sing to me.
What would be, if you had to choose an instrument or just any, you know, musical instrument that a man can serenade you with, what would it be?
If not a sax, then a violin.
Violin was on there too.
Yeah. It just, to me, it represents class. Like, I just think that, like, if you do it, you're very, like, upper echelon and, like, refined. Like, I just, get hot. Yes, violin. What about you?
Well, it's just funny you say that because I played violin back in the day.
Did you really?
In a little college. Yes, so you was talking about me, okay. So yes, I mean, keep going.
I know that's right. Now you're gonna have to bust it out next show.
So for me, I say singing. That's my biggest thing. Oh, like you just knowing how to sing and control your voice. I'm talking about, like, imagine definitely some Maxwell in there.
Oh.
Okay, definitely some Maxwell.
Absolutely.
Sprinkle of like D'Angelo.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
With a boop of Miguel for flavor.
Okay.
Imagine and of course some you know, Chris Brown, you know, dance. I need some Chris Brown dance to go with it.
Yeah, we need an 8 count. Absolutely.
And his lyrics, you know, I need somebody who can write with a pen too. You know, I can go really deep, but you know, that's for real the people that I'm just like, oh yeah.
We're really getting into your love life. Last week we learned that, you know, you want to go to Vineyards and you nothing but the finest for a first date. And this week, you know, you got to be Chris Brown, D'Angelo, Miguel. Like, it's a gentleman. Buckle up. It's a job.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, little by little, you guys are learning about, you know, my love life. But if you're able to do that, or even just this just made me think in my tracks. the drums, because it was also brought up. We got to get into this because we're talking a lot about my love life.
Yeah.
But in the game, they also on one of the things they said the drums.
Well,
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how romantic that is. I mean, you know, if a man has played in the marching band before, you know, he has some skills. He knows how to twirl the drumsticks.
I like the power that the drums has. So I get what they were saying.
Okay,
I
maybe
like the
that's
power
it.
of it because I think initially we were all like, but that's loud.
Right. The
Yeah,
first
like,
thing that I thought about was like marching band.
yeah.
And I get, but you know, if we're gonna say drums, you know, drummers have swag too.
They do,
They have
absolutely.
they have a little swag to them too.
Mhm.
So maybe, you know, the snare, they know how to do that real good. I guess I don't
Mhm.
know. They can make you fall in love real quick with a.
Maybe we'll meet a drummer and he can perform something for us and then we'll find out what it is. But right now it's just like, okay, to each his own. Enjoy the drum. If, you know, if that's what gets you going, hey.
Yeah, I guess for me it would just be singing. I thought violin, piano. Oh my god, sprinkle some John Legend in there.
Yeah, just for a wholesome vibe. Just, you know, someone you can bring home to your parents.
Okay, and talented,
Yeah.
talented.
Mm-hmm.
The other question that I thought was interesting that they asked is if you were involved with an like if you had a blind date with a nudist, what would be the first thing
Yes.
you would say to them, and or what's the first thing you would notice or say? And Snooki said their boobs, and I'm just like, that is true. You would stare because that's the first thing. Another one that they said was to yell, put some clothes on.
And why would you do that?
But she did, and then you know what's crazy is when you know the reason why I didn't think that would be on the board too much because it's like if they're nudists.
Why would you expect them to put clothes on? You're on a date with a nudist. That is the title. That is
Well, it was
like
a blind date, and it's also a
right,
blind date,
right.
so you didn't
That's true.
know. But like the first thing, I don't know, maybe get some clothes on. I would be scared. I'd be like,
Right.
this is me. This is me. This is real. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Not me being attacked and breaking out in song.
Like what? And also,
Oh my God.
but then Nikki said, I would tell them, are you clean?
Right. And that's important. That's important because it's like we're on a date in an establishment. You're butt naked. COVID is running rampant. Like we have to really address some things here. Like let's not be surface level. Are you clean? Are you sanitary? And I feel like, you know, we both know Snooki know how to party. So I feel like she may have seen some things in her time that is informing her questions. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right. Period. The girls is not calling it dirty Jersey for nothing. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well,
all my New Yorkers know what I'm talking about.
Oh
God. All my New Yorkers know what I'm talking about.
Well, this was such an amazing episode, but you know, it was so jam-packed with so much fun. But before we get out of here, I know you have a game for us to play for our 60 seconds, as well as our special segment. So let us know, what does this special segment entail? And for the people who are just now viewing and just now checking out our show, don't forget to also like, comment, as well as subscribe. Get in tune with us. We really appreciate you guys because without you, we will not be the ESPN of TV Talk. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for keeping it locked with us because we really do appreciate you. So, Eric, let us know, what game are we about to play?
So today's special segment is Do You Know the People? And for my first timers, basically we like to do an in-home version of Family Feud. I give Sanaa a category and she has 60 seconds to try and guess as many correct answers as she thinks is on the board as possible. And today the category is top 10 90s shows on Nickelodeon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, girl. And I think you got this. I think you do, but like there might be some curveballs in there. Are you ready?
Okay.
Go.
Rugrats.
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron, Sponge. Oh wow, these are not it.
40 seconds.
Clarissa Tells It All. Wild Thornberry. All That. Keenan and Kel. The Amanda Show.
30 seconds. Okay, Nikki.
Ren and Stimpy.
Okay. 20 seconds.
Wow. Why did Ginger Tells It All.
10 seconds. Just start saying stuff.
At this point,
5. And time is up.
Wow. I suck
Time
at
is
this.
up. Yeah, I really wonder how much this is like Family Feud, like when you're on the spot, like how do you really perform under pressure? Because it's nothing to think of when you're not on a time crunch. But when it's time to like do the countdown, you're probably just not even thinking rationally.
And I always get my shows mixed up with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. I always get them mixed.
Yeah. I heard a little bit of mix up in there, but you didn't cross brand any shows actually, which was good. Okay, so what you did get on this list was Rugrats, All That, Keenan and Kel, and the Wild Thornberries. So you got those 4. What you missed was Doug.
I had the keychain growing up.
Girl, well, throw that out because you threw the ants out. Hey Arnold.
Wow, I loved Hey Arnold.
We all did. That's why I was like, oh my God, Sanaa. It must be the stress. Rocco's Modern Life.
Wow.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Wow. Okay, I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either. That's why when it was on here, I was like, oh, she might not get this. Cat Dog. Legends of the Hidden Temple was the last one that
I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it.
Legends of the Hidden Temple is actually really good.
What about Land Before Time?
Girl, I think that's Cartoon Network.
That was?
I think so. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You also did, when you said Clarissa Explains All, I got excited, but then you said Ginger Tells All, and I was like, as told by Ginger?
I was just trying to shoot it out.
Yeah, it was good though. It was good. You did pretty good. You got 4 out of 10.
Okay.
It's high pressure. It's so many shows. It could have been anything.
It could have been anything, honestly. I think, I'm very hopeful for next week because I know next week I will get some more answers right. So
you got this.
Okay, because next week I can't wait to know the category. Also, guys, comment below on what you think he should make the category for next week because I would love for you guys to also test my knowledge of everything.
That'd be good.
Yes, it definitely. I hope they do comment something that's like out of the box or something I think I know, and we'll just test it. But before we get out of here, thank you guys again so much for watching. Eric, let us know, where can we find you at on socials?
Well, beautiful people, you can catch me on Instagram at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devontae. What about you, Sanaa?
Yes, and for me, you can hit that follow button on Instagram at Iam_Sanaa. That's SANA_. And on Twitter at Iam_Sanaa. So make sure you guys hit that follow button as well as subscribe so you can be up to date on all of your latest favorite reality shows and dramas and TV shows, competition shows. We've got it. Anything you watch, we've got it here at AfterBuzz.
That's it.
So thank you guys for watching again. And don't forget, Black Lives Matter. They always matter, and they always will continue to matter, as well as continue fighting for justice, especially for Breonna Taylor. Her killers are still not arrested, and still justice needs to be served. So thank you guys for watching. We really do appreciate you all. And thank you. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV.
Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.